Alright, so this is a big, huge case. I don't know what's all in here. I found it sitting at the Goodwill with the cover off of it, laying on its side on one of the shelves, and the processor chip was floating in the corner of the case. So I don't know anything about it, but I figured for the price of $29 with a 20% discount, I figured it can't be too damn bad. So we have a light scribe drive here. Looks like we're missing one of these, which kind of sucks because you're not going to find these. These are designed to go into here like that and make the case look normal. So we're missing two of those basically, because normally, you know, you would have one, it would come with one for every spot. So we have this one here that has like, what's some look like, these look kind of boogered up. And we have this part here. I found another one sitting there. This is an Antac case. Looks like they haven't used any of the punch outs, which is cool. It's full of dirt, but it's got an MSI board in it. So this one here has an Asus board, and it looks similar to one of the ones that I have a problem with. So don't know what's missing here. Looks like maybe something was broke off here. I'm not really sure what was supposed to go here. Maybe a switch there and whatnot, but there was something that went there. And we have somebody tried to undo the screws here. This thing has a couple of like really big fans in it. I don't know what this HAF is, and looks like there was something possibly here. So you can see the board in there. It looks really similar to one of the boards that I have that doesn't work right. It is really a huge case. So when you can see how small that one is compared to it. So it's fully populated from as far as I can tell. It looks like we have some type of device plugged in back here, maybe a Wi-Fi or something. I don't know, I can't tell. Or maybe it's just a blank piece. Not really sure, but it looks like something. So there's an eSATA, there's an optical, HDMI, DVI, VGA. We've got quite a few USBs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, maybe 7. I'm not sure. 8 and 9. There was some cards here. Obviously, they must have taken those out. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Have a look in here. Okay. Wow. Look at that. It's massive. So inside of here we have a thermal tank, 600 watt power supply. We've got an Asus board, some really cool connectors right here. Oh, I'm missing one of these. It's supposed to be right there, wherever the hard drive was, probably. But when I went and looked at this thing, seriously, like the processor was floating right there. I think it's an i7. Yeah, it's an i7. Let me see if I can. The rubber feet on this thing are pretty good. It's an i7 Core 2600K. 3.4 gigahertz, Costa Rica. So if that chip works, so that's going to be pretty good. This is an LGA 1155 socket. And I think that's going to be DDR3. I think. So basically, it looks like everything's pretty good to go. gigabit Ethernet. So this is an Asus is it a PB or p8z68-v Pro Gen 3? I really think this looks like the other one I have, but it's just like there's a little piece right here, some plastic over this. It's still intact. I don't know how old this board is, but it's probably pretty old. You can see the chip was sitting here. It's probably something wrong with it, you know, which is fine as long as I get a chip that'll work in here. Get some RAM that'll work in here. And I think this is one of those card slots. No, does it have one? No, it does not. So we're not going to have a fan for the CPU, so we're going to have to figure out something with that. I don't know what this is behind here. It looks kind of strange. Anyway, I just figured, well, you know, the damn thing's probably worth whatever the price was, you know, just for all the stuff that's in it. So, assuming that the processor chip is good, that's probably worth, you know, 20 bucks or so. Power supply is probably worth 20 bucks or so. And the case itself has got to be worth at least 20 bucks. I mean, you know, I wouldn't imagine that these fans are real cheap. And there's one really big one here, one really big one there, and one there. So we've got a few things, and we've got a light scribe drive that I definitely don't need. I'm not sure why they're using these here for that, but they are. So should be a fun project. So they had a video card that somebody pulled out of there and something else. Yeah. So it's these little rubber holes right back here. Kind of interesting. So that's this one. And like I said, it was $29 plus tax. I don't know if there's a model number on this anywhere. I don't really know. So I'll do a separate video on the other one, I think. Yeah, we'll just do this one now. And then you can tell me what this board is, for those that know, which I'm sure there's a bunch of you guys that do.